Big Mike 469 Cycle Shop. Man, I am about to open a can of worms. Audio. Audio is probably the last thing I want to shoot a video about, but I'm going to do it. So here's why audio is opening a can of worms. There are so many levels of audio, it's not funny. Motorcycle shops really aren't audio shops. I mean, we can install audio and we can do stuff, but we're not audio shops. So a lot of shops will install stuff and do stuff. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna tell you my experience with audio. I have a lot of friends that own audio shops for cars, but here's the thing. When you go to audio, it can go from anything from mild to wild. Now, at my shop, I push the Rockford. And that's what I want to start with first. The reason why I sell a lot of Rockford is, no, it's not the best, no, it's not the loudest, but it sounds good and it's a lot of bang for your buck. So when you buy a Rockford kit, it comes with everything for your front speakers, your amps, it comes with a mount, it comes with a wiring harness. But what's cool about Rockford is it's a two-stage kit. You buy a street glide kit, which is going to be your front two speakers. It comes with the amp, but it's all plug and play. You don't cut nothing. You literally plug everything in. There's nothing technical about the Rockford stuff. You literally plug it all in and wire it. Now, the other thing that's cool about Rockford is you can actually do your bag lid speakers. So if you're a guy who wants to put 6x9s in your bag lids, there's two ways you can do 6x9s. You can buy new lids, but then you have to get them painted and get them paint matched. It's kind of a pain. Or you can buy the Rockford kit, which comes with the brackets, the mounts, the grills, and the speakers, and it gives you that nice custom look without having to really do anything. And within 3 hours, you could have 6x9s. Now, understand this, the price of this kit, you can't buy lids and have them painted and buy high-end. I mean, you can't beat this for the price. This setup is amazing for the price. You could literally have new front speakers, 6x9s in your bags, with an amp, all hooked up, plug and play, no wires cut, simplicity. And it'll sound good for the money. Now, yeah, you can go to like Sound Digital, Ground Zero, Focal. I mean, there's so many, Polk. I mean, there's so many different levels you can do. You can do Sinister Sound, you can do all this stuff. Yeah, if you want to build a custom stereo from the ground up, great. I sell this stuff, but I don't want to put it in. I just sell the stuff. I do the Rockford because average American, average Joe can do this in his garage, have a quality sound for not a lot of money. Now, somebody out there is going, oh, you could build a system for way cheaper. Yeah, sure you can. I know you can. But if you don't know how to build a system and you just want to buy a system, this is going to sound better than Boom. And it plugs right in. Hell, even Harley's starting to sell Rockford stuff now. So, I mean, if you want to have a good sound, great product. Go with the Rockford. Plug and play. I mean, you buy kits and you're done. You don't have to have any experience. Then you get into, like, upgrading stereos. If you have a 14 up, a lot of guys are going to the Sony upgrade. Great unit, sounds clear. Most people with a 14 up are happy with their touchscreens. They don't really care to upgrade. Now, if you have a 13 down stereo, those things are trash. So the easiest way for a 13 down, the simplest way is the AV Aquatic. Plug it in. That's all there is. It's literally plug it in. Or you can go to the Rockford, which is more money. So these two stereos, the AV Aquatic and the Rockford, are your great upgraded stereos because they've got Bluetooth and they get you up to speed. You get over here on this custom stuff, I mean, I don't want to put it in, I'm not a stereo guy. Make sure if you're gonna go this route, you're prepared to spend some money. You're not buying a badass over the top, loudest in the block for $1,000. When we were all kids in the 90s, you know, there was two ways to do it, you know what I mean? You could have a budget little system. I mean, we had the Ford Escorts with a banging little system in it, and then there was the guy that went and got the Alpine Star badass pull-out, the Alpine Star pull-out for all you old folks remember that, and then, you know, kick-ass amps and all that stuff. There's so many levels to this. So yes, I do sell some of this high-end stuff, but I do tell you, know what you're doing. You gotta know your shit. Or go with something, because here's the kicker with Rockford. If the person who puts it in gets hit by a bus, call Rockford. You got a blown speaker? Call Rockford. It's all plug and play. You're using their amp, their speakers, their wiring, their everything. So if there's an issue, you can call Rockford and say, hey, I have a blown speaker, and you can get it warranted. It's not a, well, what amp are you running? Oh, it was probably the amp that did it. So when you start mix matching stuff, it gives manufacturers the opportunity to say, oh, well, you're using the wrong speaker. Oh, you're using the wrong amp. Oh, it's your setup's wrong. That's why we push the Rockford, because we want to make it for the simple person, not for the guy who wants a competition loud stereo. Those are out there. I have some of the, you know, the ground zeros and some of the focals and some of that stuff for those guys. I don't want to put it in. Ain't my thing. I would rather do the simple and easy. So, stereo equipment, if you want something plug and play, here you go. If you want something over the top, you've got to do a lot of research, and make sure you go to an audio guy. I mean, you're going to be way better off with an audio guy than a bike shop. Most bike shops don't really know audio. I mean, you got to know audio. So, you want lids, Rockford's your answer. Quick, easy, 2 hours later, you got 6x9 inch lids. Or you can get like these 8-inch sub lids. I mean, you can buy 6x9 lids, you can buy 5x7 lids. There's 100 different lid companies. There's 100 different ways. I mean, keep it simple if you don't want to mess with it. That's the way to do it. If you start getting into complicated, you're going to be playing with it just like when we were kids. The guy with that badass system was constantly tweaking on it and messing with it. This is for the guy who just wants to plug it in and have a good time and listen to some music. So, not a lot I can tell you, but all I can say is know what you're getting yourself into and understand that plug and play systems work really well.